Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to talk about thoughts, talk about emotions. Oftentimes, thoughts trigger emotions, which thus trigger behaviors, which thus triggers thoughts, which thus triggers emotions, and you're stuck in this loop. It's very difficult to get out of the loop because oftentimes these feelings, emotions, thoughts, though rooted in falsehood and not true, are super powerful, and they elicit a very specific emotional thought, emotional behavior, and it just becomes a loop that's very difficult to get out of. So here's my advice. It's 3 C's, okay? Number 1, catch the thought. So what do I mean by that? Become aware of it. What is this thought? Where is this coming from? Don't shy away from it. Don't try to suppress it, try to push it down, try to distract yourself. What is this thought? Why am I having it? So you're catching that thought. You're using your awareness as your superpower. The second step is to challenge the thought. So again, we're leaning into these thoughts. We're not trying to suppress them. We're not trying to push them away. Challenge it. Is this thought true? Is this emotion that I'm having true? Though I'm having it, okay, is it true about me? For example, a situation may arise. You've got this thought, well, I'm not good enough to do such and such. Is that true? And the answer to that is always going to be no. But again, your body has to believe it. Your mind has to believe it. But again, you're challenging this thought that is coming across your dashboard that you've now become aware of. You've become conscious of. The next step is to change it. Now, here's the deal. Because you've used your awareness. You're now conscious of this thought coming across your dashboard and you're not trying to push it away. You now have this opportunity to change it because you are in control of how you manage your thoughts and emotions. You're not always in control of having them. You're human. So our brain is designed to predict and protect. So we're going to scan the environment, oftentimes looking for threats and things based on our history that would be threats to us may not be threats to other people because we're going to interpret it different and we're going to look through a different lens. So we're going to try to change this. Now, understand positive thinking. Putting your hand in a mirror and saying a mantra to yourself every single morning isn't going to change your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. But when we challenge it, to really get down to the point of, is this true? Then we can do something about it. We can take action. My 4A model, becoming aware, acknowledging it, accepting it for what it is, and then now being able to take action. Positive thinking may not always be something that we can do, but neutral thinking. Get to a level playing ground with this thought. And the more you do this over and over and over again in your mind, you are exacting control to a certain degree, as if there is any control, over these thoughts and emotions, which gives you the ability to lean into them, to face them, and at some point be able to change the narrative of the opinion, the thought, the emotion, which will lead to the behavior of you. Because when we get stuck in that loop, this thought becomes this feeling of sadness, of anger, which leads to an emotion, which could be overeating, which could be drinking alcohol, which could be whatever, fill in the blank, whatever your vice is. And then that behavior leads into another feeling, which leads into another emotion, which again, we're just in this loop. So being able to get us out of this loop by catching it, challenging it, and then changing it. If this was helpful, please, by all means, put a little comment in the comment section. Share this with somebody that needs to hear it. I'm always open for conversation. Anything that you'd love to discuss. Buff Gandhi, I'm here, and I'm out.